What's happening, folks, and welcome to an episode of the Glowing AS Monaco. This is a very different episode because of an issue that I wasn't aware of. Where basically, when you install, basically the episode wasn't recorded correctly because audio settings have been changed. They basically taken off my microphone, and I couldn't then get the audio back. So I kept the footage. The footage recorded fine, but my audio wasn't there. So we're doing like a post-commentary thing. I'm also trying a new thing where we do key highlights only and show everything in the episode. So this is the Montpellier game. So hit the like button and subscribe. It's annoying. It's frustrating. And still getting issues with this PC whereby when I close Football Manager, sometimes OBS freezes or the PC lags. It happened I've done the next episode, second leg of this game. See, I got the key highlights to show you I'm doing key highlights only. But yeah, so this is what we're going to be doing today is a post commentary on the game. Montpellier, the first game of the video of the episode. We went into this game with not great form. We lost to Metz in the Cup 3-1. So this is now league top 4 is our main objective. I go extend the highlights here to try and get more highlights for you guys in the episode. This is the problem with doing key highlights is that there's not many highlights at times. So yeah, ball in the box here to far post, and it's a chance here, and it's a goal for Fofana. Really nice finish. If you watch it back, actually, he actually hits it into the ground under the goalkeeper, which is very, very good finish from him. You see it better on the replay here. It's a good ball from Mada, and then we battle for it better, and then it hits it. Hit it down, sorry. Hit it into the ground. 1-0 against Montpellier. Really good stuff. Yeah, so I want to do key highlights. It makes it easy to record stuff because I can edit it very quickly and don't have to worry about it. But the problem is you get episodes like this where you see there's not much happening in the game. That's the problem. Whereas extended highlights, it takes forever to record it. Then if it's a good match, so it's getting the balance right. But anyway, so 1-0 up here. Second half, it's all okay. So can we get that second goal now? And it's weird doing this actually. I used to do this a long time ago, back in the day when I did FIFA videos where we would just basically do the games off camera and I'd put my commentary over it. Problem with that is it feels weird and you're trying not to give anything away. I know what happens in this game, of course. I'm trying not to say anything about the game specifically. Fofana on the ball now running forward. Good run here. Almost gives it away, but then we work it back with Duarte. Again, back in bad poor pass, but again, chance for Barbosa here. Got to be a goal. That it really should be a goal. It's those kind of mistakes we don't capitalize on them enough, but the other teams do when we make mistakes like that. And we've got to try and get that into our game more. I'm on the turn in. I shot again wide, and I think at this point in the commentary I said something along the lines of, "This is where we need to start scoring goals. Those moments we want to talk like this, we've got to finish teams off." Ball in the box here. It's cleared to Campos here, and he cuts it back here. There's Amada, goal. Great finish. It's his first goal of the episode of the season as well for us. It's been a very good signing, and it's really good that the problem with Amada is he's not fully fit. He's getting tired a lot because I need the best players on the pitch. Ben is great, but he's young. If I go and fit, I better rotate a lot more, and these two will be really, really good. So hopefully next season, we get the benefits of having more players. But I do feel like we need to look at why we're not scoring. In the summer, it's going to be a lot of bringing in better coaches in and working on the mid-season. I worked on it a little bit with like the attacking and defending coaches. But I'm going to go through them all and try and get the best I possibly can in and try and improve it. That will help, I think. So we've got a free kick here, far post cross, and off the post, I think it was that, I believe, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so guys, let me know, guys, what you think about key highlight only episodes. Next episode is a better estimation of it because I do show it in its entirety like this. This is very simple what we're going to do next episode. But I wasn't sure what to do with this episode when they had the issue with issue with the audio, but I thought I don't want to lose the footage. The footage is there. I was going to do my own commentary over it again. Ball the far post here, chance here, cleared, but look at the work rate here. Gets it back. So it's hard to see because I'm watching this in my editing software. It's hard to see the screen, Ball here, nice turn, good shot, good save. Dominant team in this game. The key thing was getting a second goal. Now, can we get the third? Ball in the box? Yes, we can, with a header. And I said recently that we still go on corners. I think recently we've actually been scoring a bit better on set pieces. I don't know how many. It just feels like crosses from free kicks and corners have been going in more. But at a bit moment we had quite a few went in. So this is really good. Back to extended highlights now. I'm trying to balance this out and try and show you highlights. Also, when it's end of the game, I like to see the full. Ideally, I like to see the end of the game like this, rather than just a end of highlight, which just cuts the game off. I prefer to see the full-time whistle go. But yeah, it's all about trying to find the style that we want to do. There's plus and minuses to both of them. Good result there against Montpellier, 3-0. On now quickly to the next game, which is Atletico Madrid. And we beat these guys last year in Champions League. We beat them 3-0 at our ground and lost 1-0 here last season. So I did say again in the commentary that my approach to these games, regardless of who it is, especially when it's a team that's far superior to you in theory, is yes, try and win the game obviously, but if we lose it by a margin of only one. That's the ideal scenario. The problem we've got is these guys are much better than us. And even if we get through them, they've got a much better goalkeeper than we have as well. That's the problem with Atletico Madrid is they play this really good block. I'm not quite a low block, though technically it might well be, but they have a really good defensive shape. Simeone, I think actually being sacked actually in this save, but they're still playing this like 6 at the back, whatever it is. And the way we play, it's very difficult to get through them. If you do get through them and you get a chance on goal, you've got problems with our finishers being inconsistent, but also you've got Oblak in there that is kind of like a goalkeeper. I've never actually managed Oblak on Football Manager before. Yeah, it's Iguri here taking too long with the touches, and then they get a break on here now. This is where I get really annoyed because look at there's 4 guys around him there and no one gets across to him. It's a poor shot in the day. That's fine. But it's a really poor defensive work rate there. You've got to do better. But I do think part of the problem is the match engine. Bisak here, again, gets the ball here. No kind of strength on the ball there, and a mistake there again. Bisak is the worst for doing it. And I did actually look at this episode. I'm looking at my centre backs, and the passing is really poor. The problem I've got with it is not the bad passes that they're making. They're making the good passes other than then obviously. It's how long it takes to make it. And there you go. You see the issue I said earlier in the previous game where a back pass was played and we didn't score our chance. They did on that occasion. That's the difference. I said it there in the live versions of this video as well, where when a team makes a mistake against us, we don't capitalise on it. When we make a mistake against them, they punish you straight away. There's also a check here for a goal. I thought this was onside. Disallowed. I thought it was really close. It's actually, to be fair, but actually, when you look at it back, he's way off. He's way off. So. Yeah, there is that. But yeah, I mean, the problem we've got with this save is that we are really struggling to keep all of our better players. But our main problem is our forwards are not consistent enough. And you can see I'm trying to do like more highlights for you guys because it's struggling to get highlights. Obviously, you're seeing everything in between here, so it's a slightly longer episode than we'd initially planned. But yeah, it's a fun save. I'm enjoying it, but I just don't think we're going to be able to pull this off in the time we've got left. Unless we get insane young players. And they're on goal again here. Nice football. But again, I would point out that we're not aggressive enough in our off the ball work. And that's causing problems. And again, but what I will say about this is right there, you see the keeper. He's better than our previous goalkeeper. And I've never used him. Well, I say that. I've bought him before on saves, this goalkeeper. And he's been like a backup for the main goalkeeper. And what's usually happened is one of the following. The save ends because I get sacked, which is very rare happens when if I'm signing as goalkeeper, I'm usually doing a team that's quite a large team. So usually I'm okay. Usually not often that happens. So it's either I win Champions League quickly and the save's over with, or the game cycle ends and I don't get to use him. So this is the first time I've used him for a long period of time. But you see here, there's going to be a better team. But at this point, I'm thinking, you know what? We're 1-0 down. If we can just get out of here with a 1-0 defeat, take him back to our ground next episode, maybe we'll turn it round. But you can see the momentum there. It's all Atletico Madrid. And here I'm just trying to get fresh legs on the pitch. The problem we've got with this team is the gap between the first team players and the rotation players is massive. You take off Guri, Campos, Fofana, and Enrique, and for example, the drop off is massive. So I can't afford to do that as often as I'd like. So what I might be doing this season, and then on goal with a chance, and again it's just poor work rate off the ball. That it's nice. It's a nice move, but I would say it's just really poor work ethic. We just don't track people enough. And this is me just taking players off now because the game's over. What I might do is if we get top 3 secured within a decent amount of time, is obviously when the league's over with, I don't watch those games. I just focus on the cup matches. I'm saying about just not working out off the ball here. What I might do is say, right, in the league games, all second string players are playing for like 3 or 4 games, and just give them minutes on the pitch and get them played. Don't care about the 4. Don't care where we finish. As long as it's top 3. So yeah, you can see here I'm back to extend highlights again because I'm not really committed to it at this point. I'm trying to just see, but it's a balance between I want to get the episodes snappier and quicker, but also I don't want them to be too short. And it's just getting the balance. The plus side to doing the key highlights only is each episode. So it'd be like this again. There's more commentary what's happening. Right now I'm trying not to say anything, not give anything away. But next episode is more what it'd be like. The problem is if the games are not great and there's no highlights, it's a very short video. So it's getting that balance. But also a lot of times I edit quite aggressively. So I imagine that most of the key highlights I show anyway are basically key highlights version of the matches anyway. So it is what it is. But yeah, so as you can probably tell, we'll lose this game 2-0. I do just feel like we could have got a goal there and we've had a better chance second leg. Obviously, we will show a second leg coming up. I did say if we get beat 3 or 4-0 or win 3 or 4-0, I will then not show the second leg because I don't want to show games that means nothing. But 2-0, we beat them 3-0 last season. We beat them 3-0 last season. So we can do it. And I wanted to show it anyway. And then after that, we'll see what happens. I know what happens, but depending at this point in the season, I always say it's kind of up in the air, the episodes, because it's all dependent on like the cups we're in, if we're in any, in the league, how it goes. If we get to a point where the Champions League spots are done and we've qualified top 3, there's little point in showing more games unless we're in the cups. So for the sake of sanity, get through those games and then just say, right, this is what happened off camera, guys. I'm open when I say when the season's done and the games mean nothing, I don't watch the matches. I don't see the point. Second, third, and fourth don't really bother me as long as we get the top 3. So this is me having a go at Bizak, looking at centre backs. I do feel I want to know if passing means that they're just shit at passing the ball quickly. You know what I mean? Or whether it's just like they're bad at passing. The passes are bad. But the problem I've got with it is they're not great at passing the ball from the back, either of them. Bizak seems to be worse at it to the time he takes. But the thing I don't like the most is the fact that that's not bad. That's bad, the passing, but in the quickness of how quickly they get the ball moving. But they're good defensively, generally speaking. They seem to be generally solid at the back. When you look at the screen there, you can see, generally speaking, we don't concede many goals. So, but I don't know whether the passing would be changed either way. So if they get 15 passing, will they be quicker at getting the ball out? Or is it just like they're just really... Or is it more a case of they'll make bad passes rather than, whatever I don't want to say. I don't know whether the passing stat means they will pass the ball quickly or whether they play a bad pass. Anyway, so guys, we'll leave it there, guys. We're doing the next episode